Hello again, my friends, and happy Halloween. I hope you're having a spooky Halloween season so far, and I'd like to welcome you to another video. And I want to show you something again related to Halloween, another vintage Halloween item, I may add. This is really cool. I vaguely remember having this as a kid. I even remember the commercial. I'm gonna really give it a good try to find the commercial or show it to you, because when I had seen the commercial, I remember going, wow, that was so cool, I really wanted it. Plus, as a kid, I was a big fan of Vincent Price. And at the time, he was doing advertisements for candles, Milton Bradley board games, and other things. Speaking of Milton Bradley, I think that's what this is today. I'm going to show you. We'll find out. But I want to show you guys the Shrunken Head Apple Sculpture Kit. And you can see Vincent Price. He's on the cover. And he's making some shrunken heads out of apples, which is a pretty cool concept. You can see the shrinker actually works on a light bulb, and it goes to a lamp. Includes the shrinker, attaches to any standard table lamp, contains material to make 6 complete shrunken heads, apples not included. And let's see, it's got a quote from Vincent Price, a craft for the whole family. Create your own collectible or delightful shrunken heads, Vincent Price. Crafts by Whiting, Milton Bradley. Yep, so it is Milton Bradley. I thought so. Ages 12 to adult. And take a look at the ones that are already finished. We've got the white hair, and we've got the black, the darker brown hair. And of course we've got these. It's pretty cool when you think about it. Let's check out the end of the box. Create your own collection of delightful shrunken heads. The contents are the shrinker, face templates, plastic sculpting tool, the synthetic hair, the beads, the watercolor brush, jar of gloss finish, aluminum wire, T-pins, the cord, and easy to follow illustrated instructions. You can check out some examples. Contains materials to make 6 complete shrunken heads, apples not included. That is pretty cool. Let's see if both ends of the box are the same. And it looks like they are. So let's check out the side of the box. Ages 12 and up. Create your own collection of delightful shrunken heads. And it shows a picture of a couple of kids making the apples while she's watching him make the apple. And you can see the way the unit actually goes onto a lamp to dry out the apple. Let's check out the other side. And let's see if it's the same thing. I don't see a date. Number 1516. And it's the same on both sides of the box and both ends of the box. Okay, so why don't we have a little bit of fun? And we're going to go and we're going to check out everything that's in this apple shrinking Halloween kit. Okay, so you can get a better shot of the box. A little bit more light here. Pretty fun. Look at Vincent Price is in his lab coat. All right, let's open up the box. So the first thing we notice, well, I notice, is that we've got the instruction sheet. And the instructions feel pretty meaty. And this is for item number 1516-X1, and this is 1975. Milton Bradley. Oh, and when you open it up, there's some kind of cutout. We'll see what that is in a minute. All right, let's see, where do we start? This is figure 8. figure 12. Here we go. Figure 1 is down here. Let's see. Let's open it up. All right, section 1. Do not use an excess of 40-watt bulb. There's quite a few instructions on here. When using the shrinker, we recommend using a 40-watt common household light bulb, as only a small amount of heat is necessary to provide the dehydration needed for the apple of the shrinker. Provide the current of moving air needed to provide proper dehydration. Using a larger bulb, which will produce more heat, will hinder rather than help, since it will tend to bake the apple, forming a crust on the outside, thus hindering the evaporation of moisture. A simple carving and shrinking process enables you to perform an ordinary apple into a mysterious, spooky, shrunken head. Be sure to follow all the instructions carefully. It would be helpful to read the entire instructions before actually starting. And you can see the contents of the kit. Your kit contains a shrinker, a carving tool, a sheet of die-cut templates, 4 T-pins, large black beads, small white beads, hanks of white and light brown hair, 6 yards of cord, a stainless steel apple hanger, 3 pieces of soft aluminum wire, a brush, 3/4 ounce jar of gloss finish, 2 watercolor cakes, and easy to follow illustrated instructions. Your shrunken heads are made by a process involving 3 distinct steps. They are carving and soaking the apple, disassembling the shrinker and shrinking the apple, assembling the shrinker, and finally decorating the apple. In step 1, you will carve face features onto the apple by using the templates and the carving tool. Then you will prepare the apple for step 2 by soaking it in a solution of warm water, probably to draw out all the moisture. Important. Before you begin, prepare a clean, flat working surface. Lay out clean newspaper to work on, and a paper towel to absorb juice while working will be helpful. And we move on. Let me fix it so it's easier to handle to show you guys. You can see the illustrations. So that would be figure 1 and 2. Select a ripe cooking apple of about 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter. To test fit its size, fit into the upper half of the shrinker. If it fits without touching, proceed. Place the apple before you go on the newspaper stem upwards. Using the sharp blade of a carving tool, cut the apple skin from the top of the apple to the bottom on all 4 sides, like you see in figure 1. Insert the blade of the carving tool under the skin of the apple at the cut. Peel the skin away from the surface of the apple. In figure 2, taking care not to remove any of the meat of the apple, remove all the skin. Choose the face template that you wish to use and press it out of the die-cut plastic sheet. That must be what was in the instructions. And center it on the peeled face of the apple and attach it by pushing the 4 T-pins through the dimples on the template, as in figure 3. You can see figure 3. Using the carving tool blade, cut straight into the apple about 1/4 inch deep all around the edges of the template. Figure 4. Remove the template and T-pins, put them in a safe place for future use. So, we've made it this far. Remove the mouth template from the die-cut plastic sheet and position it just below the nose on the apple face, shown in figure 5. And attach it with 2 T-pins. Again, cut the outline of the template with the knife blade. Then remove the template. Set the template aside for later use. If you want to add ears and make a question mark shaped onto each side of the head, now carefully carve away the meat of the apple around the incisions that you have made in figure, as shown in figure 6. Be careful during this step as to not damage the eyes, nose, and mouth area. Carve to a depth of 1/8 of an inch, and the top of a tool that is shovel-shaped may be used to get into hard-to-reach areas. Make an incision about 1/4 inch deep across the eyes and mouth areas, as in figure 7. So now we're moving down here. Place the apple onto a small container filled with solution of warm water and a tablespoon of salt. Be sure the apple is completely immersed and allow it to soak for full 15 minutes. The soaking will help prevent spoilage as the apple dries, so that's probably what the salt is for. And you can see in figure 7. Step number 2. In this step, we will assemble the apple shrinker. Insert the carved apple and dry it to resemble a shrunken head. The apple shrinker is assembled around a 40-watt bulb and a household table lamp. The lamp must be unplugged before any assembly can begin. Only after the apple is inserted in the assembled shrinker should the lamp be plugged in. A table lamp is necessary for use of the apple shrinker, and you unplug the lamp and place it on the table before you begin. Remove the shade. Most lampshades are secured to the lamp by a knob which screws on top. Also, remove the wire frame around the light bulb by squeezing it together at the bottom and pulling it forward. And that is shown in figure 8. So we have figure 8 right here. Now take the 2 halves of the black plastic spider, which clamps around the lamp socket, and attach them in the position shown in figure 9. Using the 2 screws and nuts, fasten the nuts securely, but not tight enough to distort the lamp socket. Place the ribbed shrinker base onto the black plastic spider you have already attached to the lamp socket. Now, set the spider ring on top of the shrinker. The base, taking care of the bright foil center, is facing downward, as shown in figure 10. In the 15-minute soaking time has elapsed, remove the apple from the salt solution and blot it with a dry towel. Remove the stem of the apple and head the screw with a stainless steel apple hanger onto the top of the apple, twisting it as you would a corkscrew, and that's figure 11. Caution, the apple hanger is sharp and care should be taken not to stick your fingers. And that's everything for the first side of the instruction sheet. So let's flip it over. And it looks like we're moving on. Put the apple inside the shrinker chimney. The apple hanger upwards and insert the hanger wire through the eyelet of the apple hanger over the rim of the shrinker chimney. Now place the shrinker chimney onto the spider ring. You can see in figure 12. Now you may turn on the lamp and allow the apple to dry. Make note of the time the lamp was turned on by writing the time on a piece of paper and placing it at the base of the lamp. This is important. It will take approximately 30 hours to cure the apple. The heat from the lamp will dry the apple slowly so it cures but does not burn. The apple will lose most of the moisture during the first 15 hours and may be turned upside down if it appears at the bottom is drying more than the top. This is done by unscrewing the apple hook and then inserting it in the bottom of the apple, again hanging it from the hanger wire. You will, of course, want to check your apple head every hour or so, especially after 15 hours. Some manipulation or shaping of the features may be done during the last half of the drying period, which as opening the eye holes, widening the mouth, squeezing the nose, and opening nostrils with the shovel end of the carving tool, as shown in figure 13. That is a pretty cool concept. Note, it is important. Each apple head will be different from any other. No two will be exactly alike. This is due to variations in many factors, but mostly on the moisture content of the apple. Moving on to step number 3. In this step, you will make your shrunken apple come to life by adding facial features and hair. Place the dried apple head in front of you on your work surface. Using the blade of the carving tool, open up the eye holes and mouth. Widen them slightly, but be careful not to tear the apple. Press in the eyes, the cheeks, and nose so that they stand more in relief, as in figure 14. Now insert the black bead into each eye hole by pressing it in and pinching in the eyelid around it, so that the surface of the bead shows as a tiny eyeball, as seen in 15. That is pretty cool. Use T-pin for easy handling of the beads. Alright, looks like we're moving on again. Next, using the tip of a T-pin, pick up one of the white beads to insert it in a mouth opening between the lips. You can achieve a variety of expressions in your apple head in this step by adding one bead for a snaggletooth or many beads for a big toothy grin. Again, by looking at the examples on a box cover, you can get ideas for making up your own weird apple faces. After you have placed the eyes and teeth in the apple, they can easily be secured by applying a drop of liquid gloss finish. Shake the bottle of gloss finish to mix well. Then dip your brush into the bottle and apply a drop to each eye and to each tooth. The gloss finish will spread around the beads and form a bond to the apple. Set the head to one side and allow it to dry for a half hour. Note, be sure to wash your brush thoroughly after use. Remove the stainless steel apple hanger and unscrew it when unscrewing it out of the apple. Place it in the box so that it will not get lost. Now take an aluminum wire with scissors and cut it in half, and then bend it in half to push the two ends through the apple from the top as shown in figure 16. Bend over the straight ends of the wire until they form hooks. Then pull the looped end out of the wire until the hook sinks into the apple, as shown in figure 17. Push a pencil through the looped end of the wire to widen into a circle. Now take brown and red watercolor paints and place them to one side of your work area. Get a small dish of similar container and fill it with clean water. Wet the tip of your paintbrush in the water and moisten the brown watercolor paint. Pick up just a little bit of brown color and apply it to the face of the apple head. A light brown color overall will give the face a weathered look and accent the wrinkles. Be sure that some of the color goes into the wrinkles. Rinse your brush out, then moisten the red watercolor paint and apply the red color. Put it lightly on the face, especially the nose, cheeks, and chin. This will make a skin tone. Wet the corner of the paper towel, then gently wipe the apple face to highlight the prominent features. Allow the apple head to dry for 15 minutes. Next, apply a little red paint to the inside of the eyelids and to the lips, as shown in figure 19. Again, each apple face is different, and you may tint the cheeks, or if the mouth is open, do the inside of it. Allow this red color to dry for 15 minutes. Some of the two colors of hair measure off to cut a 6-inch piece of each one, or your preferred choice. Thread a hank of hair through the loop wire at the top of the apple head so that the strand ends are equal, as shown in figure 20. Pinch the lower part of the wire loop together and give a twist about halfway around to hold the yarn strands. Arrange the hair so that it covers the scalp and forehead. The hair may be made stringy to looking by gently pulling the ends so that the fibers separate. Refer to the cover illustrations for hints as to how to do the hair. Alright, let's see. Moving on to this section. When you are satisfied with the hair arrangement, lift slightly from the scalp and apply a heavy coat of gloss finish to the scalp area, as shown in figure 21. Press the hair back down to the scalp by either put a rubber band around it or secure it with a string while allowing the head to dry thoroughly, as shown in figure 22. Locate the hank of braided cord included in the model kit. Measure and cut a piece 30 inches long to be used as a neck cord. Thread one end through the wire loop at the top of the apple and then knot the two ends together. Put the loop over your head and wear the apple head as a pendant. Figure 23. When you are done, you will have lots of fun showing off your shrunken heads to all your friends. It's weird. And it shows you a few suggestions. There are lots of common items to be found in your home which can be used to further decorate your apple head, as shown in figure 24. For instance, a piece of wire can be bent to resemble eyeglasses. A length of ribbon becomes a necktie, a scrap of cloth a handkerchief. Buttons can be used as earrings, or a ring can be put into the nose. Use scraps of yarn for eyebrows or a mustache. If you're really adventurous, use an old doll body and make a weird doll. Your imagination can turn the apple head into any character you like. And is that everything? Yep, that's it. So that's pretty lengthy. And those are the instructions. So let's put these aside for now. All right, now we can take a look at what's in the box. Looks like we have a plastic bag that has a lot of the stuff in it. So why don't we do this one first? Put that aside. Actually, let's show you guys this first. This looks like the templates. Oh. These are plastic, so it actually looks like this one has been used. You can see the other two templates, so the faces where you would put them in. So, and again, this is, believe it or not, this will turn the apple into a face. So why don't we put that? Did this come with the model, with the kit, or no? Okay, so those are the templates. So let's check out what's in the bag. And again, I don't think this is original. I think this just came to keep everything safe. So let's put everything just like that. All right. So we got the beads. I don't want them to go everywhere, so let's make sure that you can see we got the black beads for the eyes, and we got the white beads, the pack of the white beads for the teeth, which is pretty cool when you think about it. But it's all taped up and sealed, so I'm not going to open it up. I don't want these everywhere. And you can see the beads through the plastic. All right, what else we got? Looks like that wire piece. I'm thinking if this is the one you push through. That comes out the bottom and twirls. Got one of those. What's this? These are the T-pins. Keep out of reach of small children. Let's get one of these. There's actually a pin, so pretty sharp. It's kind of like a staple on a pin. And that's to help you put the beads on. All right. And looks like there are a bunch of those in there. All right, let's put that aside. We got the T-pins. And we've got a paintbrush. I don't know if this is the original paintbrush, but it looks like it was never used. And this is for the gloss, presumably. And looks like we got another one of those metal pieces, a stainless steel piece it was talking about, to put through and maybe use as a hook. Looks like we have the apple carving tool. You can see the shape. And the shovel part, you can see this side, so you can scoop around the pieces of the apple that you want to remove. And let's see, we've got the cord, so you can wear your shrunken head around your neck. And this ended up falling out of the cord. This is the corkscrew that you put into the bottom of the apple, and you can hang it inside of the dryer, so we can't lose that. And let's see, we've got the spider. This, of course, is the piece that goes on the lamp. Nice, and you can see how the clamp would hold it in place. Is that everything that was in the bag? Yeah. Let's see if there's anything underneath this section. There is. There's actually... Let's see. We got another... It's hard to get up. You got another piece of the template. I'm wondering if that's the mouth. And we've got another piece of the stainless steel pin. Or the rod, I guess, to turn into pins. Nice. So I'm glad I looked in there. And we've got the two cardboard pieces that were cut out. And that, yep, that's everything down in there. All right, let's put this back like this. And what else we got? Actually, let's show the hair first. Look at that. I don't see any white. I don't know if it comes with light brown or white, or if I'm missing the white. But you can have a little bit of fun. Hey man, what do you think? You go to Woodstock? Hey man, like, I was great, man. It was wonderful. All right, let's stop because I don't have any apples. You can see the hair is kind of that almost cotton-like. So that's the hair. And let's see, what's this? Looks like, oh, this is the grill part. See, this is the part that goes on top of the shrinker. And the foil will be facing down to reflect the heat. You can see the tape, the shrinker. Caution, do not use excess of 40-watt bulb. And I gotta tell you, this is 1975, so for being that old, this is in pretty good shape. I don't think it was used all that much. Let's see. This would be, is that the top, or I think that's the bottom? Could be the top or the bottom. You can see it's got the ridges. I think it's the bottom. And again, it doesn't really look that used. Let's see. Again, it's looking pretty good. Let me see. How is this going to go? Then you put the shrinker, the spider on, and yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. Maybe we should make an apple for you guys. That'd be pretty cool. What else we got? It looks like there's something in here. Oh, this is the gloss finish, and I wonder what's actually in here. If I can even open it. And it looks like the plastic. Again, this doesn't even look like it's ever been used. I'm sure it's not usable now. But we could use anything. Maybe some liquid glue or some clear coat or anything like that. All right, what are these things? Let's just take the cardboard insert out because it looks like there's something underneath. I'm not quite sure what these are. Let's see if I can get this out. Looks like it could be for a football helmet. I don't remember seeing this in the instructions, but all right, let's put that aside for now because I want to show you something had fallen out. What was it? I think it was the cardboard cutout for the gloss finish. And like the instructions were saying, we've got the different blocks of the watercolor paint. So we've got the red, Let's see, what does that say on it? Bracy, Brackley, Bradley. Okay, duh. Okay, Milton, Bradley. Okay, and then we have the brown part. It looks like the brown was used because the letters have worn off just a bit. And this is the insert. Let's see, is there anything else? Nope. But we had to take it off because it looks like there's another one of those pins. So we can make a few of them. Put that aside. And let's see, is that everything that's in this box? Yeah, because those are just the inserts. The cardboard punch-out inserts. And that is everything that's in the kit. So this is pretty cool. So right now it's October, I think today's October 5th. We don't have any apples yet, but we just haven't gone to get any. What I want to do is we want to do our annual apple picking and go to the orchard and get some apples. So you figure the apple will have to be about a little smaller than a fist to get in there. That way there it'll dry out adequately. So it's going to go like this. This is going to go on the bottom, and then this section is going to go on, and you can see that the top is going to look just like that. We'll follow the instructions and we'll put it together and we'll do an apple, because that'll be pretty fun. We'll try this out, but for this video I wanted to show you guys everything that's in it. This is really cool. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to have some fun with Vincent Price. We're going to make us a couple of shrunken heads. So look for that video coming up. Again, I just wanted to show you everything in the kit. So until my next video, have fun and thank you for watching.